Hey, how's it going? Back with another video. Deciding to do another species care. This is the 210-gallon tank. We got a new turtle in here. Make another video about that later. Not going to focus on that. He's quite old though. But today's species care is going to be focusing on the silver dollar. Very common fish in the aquarium hobby. You can see they're munching on algae wafers. I just fed them a couple minutes ago. So fat feeling. They're from South America and belong to the tetra family. So tetras love the school. So these guys look similar to piranhas. Don't mistake them because they're very different fish. These guys are herbivores. Mine at least, enjoy chewing on the algae wafers. I give them zucchini, lettuce, romaine lettuce. Keep that in mind for every fish. Never give iceberg. No nutritional value. Just 90% water. Occasional brine shrimp, bloodworm for additional protein. Yeah, so potatoes sometimes too. Bananas, but bananas foul the water very quick, so be cautious of that one. Maybe if I'm about to do a water change, I usually give that. But mainly their diet consists of the brine shrimp, and flakes, occasional flakes. I prefer to use flakes not as a daily thing, but just every other day, or like something to fill in. In case they miss some spots, that's what I usually do for nutritional value purposes. Silver dollars are fairly cheap, going for 99 cents for a for like fry or maybe a quarter size, fish, and can also be very expensive depending on the varieties there are, such as red hooks and black bar, which the name is hence the name. They got one variety has a black bar up across the body, and the other has a larger anal fin. Right where that reddish part is, it's actually very long like a hook, hence the name red hook. And those go over for maybe even $150 at adulthood. But they look very nice and well worth it if you really want to keep them. Silver dollars grow to around 6 inches, medium-sized fish. With that size, you want to keep them in, I would say, at least a 40-gallon tank. Preferably 55 would be good. And since they're schooling, remember to get 5, minimum of 5. I have 6 in this tank right now. As for filtration and lighting, these guys live in the Amazon, so dude lighting is always good. But strong lighting is fine too, and then you could see their silverish colors and gleaming scales. Filtration, this tank is over filtered, so don't even mind looking at that. A hang-on filter meant for a little over, like if you're going for a minimum tank size, just 40 or 55 gallon. Then a hang-on filter rated for like a 75 gallon would do just fine. But I always like to go over filtered because it means a little less water changes, cleaner, pure looking water, and less chance for the fish to die, right? As for tank setup, it's pretty bare in here. 3 pieces of driftwood and sand covering the bottom. Well, I did that because the silver dollars actually are very herbivorous and eat any kind of greens. Like I tried, at one point I had an Amazon sword here in the older video. I took that out because I put silver dollars in and I realized I should take that out. So I took that thing out. And I also put Anubias in here all across. But then, because those are hardier species, right? So I figured maybe I'll give that a shot. Silver dollars actually ate that up, and then there's just roots floating at the surface, so that was pretty ugly. Anything else that I missed would be tank mates. The silver dollars are robust fish, very active during the day. Make sure you get other tank mates similar to that behavior, and nothing that can eat it because it cannot fend for itself the slightest bit. And the good thing about these guys is that you can actually tell when they're overfed. Like their stomach will develop like a square shape. Yeah, I've done that once. Accidentally poured too much flakes. It's a nice male right here. See, you can tell because he's got the, and when he's in like breeding condition, he has the stripes right there on his tail fin, and the sail fin too. It's a happy community with them, and I'm hoping to add a larger fish in there to complete the setup. The giant gourami, the reason why I took him out, I put the turtle in because, well, it was originally in the pond, which I'll show in another video again, but that wasn't working out very well because the sun only touched the pond, like actually touched it for an hour at most. So I decided to move him in here. The UV light is coming in, and this is a basking lamp. And when I put him in, the giant gourami, it just would not let him go. You can kind of see, I was watching and I'm like, oh, okay, it's fine. And then I noticed that he actually pecked turtle here, so I took him out, put him in the pond, and he's in this place now. I hope you guys sold $100. They're a great fish. Works for most community tanks. Not well suited for planted tanks though, but they can go with almost any fish really. They're a good size, you know, and they're pretty wide. Get a couple shots close up.